And how are we today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Damien, and today we're going to do round 15 tips or whatever I'm pointing at. um, yeah. So last week, hang on, how did we go? Mm, just checking how we went. Let's see. Uh, Last week I got. Hang Yeah, I got. So I got Raiders right, Warriors right, South right, Broncos went Broncos. Roosters. Yeah, the only one I got was the Storm wrong. So and I got the Panthers wrong. So got six. Six. Yeah. Six. So this week we have so I'm gonna get a tipping one. So got a few games that are gonna be easy to predict, and some are gonna be like, you're gonna be thinking, do I take this one or do I take that one? You know, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard one because there's a few that are like, who do I go with? Anyway, let's get underway. So starting Thursday, I'm doing this. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so Tuesday afternoon at 2:40 p.m. So Thursday, the 8th of June, we have the Gold Coast Titans up against the West Tigers from Seabar Super Stadium. The Titans are $1.71 to the Tigers $2.15. That's not bad odds for the Tigers. But it's a hard one to pick. This one's going to be the hardest one to pick. Like, do you go Titans or do you go Tigers? Like, both were last start losers. The Titans were playing good, and then they just fell away in the second half. And the Tigers, well, they come back and nearly caused an upset against the Raiders, but the Raiders just got there, but in the end, um, so I'm gonna lead towards the Titans. I'm gonna go 1-12 Titans. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to Friday, the 9th of June, down in the nation's capital, Canberra, at GIO. We have the Raiders up against the Warriors, Croker's 300th. Jared Croker's 300th. It's going to be a big one, but can the Raiders knock off the Warriors? Because the Warriors are in some good form. They're my surprises of this year. I didn't predict them to be doing this good. Coming up to we're in the halfway point of the season now because we're into July. So, Raiders at home. Let's have a look at their last starts against the team list summary. Here we go. So in round 19, 2022, the Raiders defeated the Warriors 26-14. And in round 8, 2022, the Raiders got over the Warriors by 1 point. So the Warriors demolished the the Dolphins 30-8. It was a low scoring start to the game in the first half, but then the Warriors just got going and just blew the Dolphins back to Redcliffe. So yeah. I'm gonna leave with the home side, but not really confident because but it'll be a test for the Warriors. Let's see if they can win in Australia. I'm gonna go the Raiders 1-12. So yeah, Raiders 1-12. Then we move on to the next game on Friday night. It is Manly up against the Redcliffe Dolphins from Four Pines Park in Bookie. Manly $1.39. Dolphins $3. I'm gonna go Manly 1-12. This one. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Saturday the 10th of June. We have the Dragons up against the Rabbitohs from Net Strata Jubilee Stadium in Sydney. The Dragons are $3.25. The Rabbitohs $1.35. No hope. Rabbitohs here, but the Dragons nearly pulled off the upset against the Panthers, but Panthers are too good and they just yeah. So I'm gonna go the Rabbitohs. I'm gonna go 1-12. I'm gonna keep it safe. 1-12. And then the next game, my boys traveling up to Brisbane to take on the Broncos. Broncos $1.20, Knights $4.50. This is at Suncorp Stadium. Gonna back me Knights, always back my team, win, lose or draw. I think we can cause an upset here. I think we can knock off the Broncos. They're expected to win. No one gives us a chance. So yeah, I'm gonna go the Knights 1-12 because I always back my team, no matter where we're playing, home or away. And even if we're first or last, I will always tip my Knights. Anyway, enough of that. Then the last game on Saturday, we have the Roosters up against the Panthers from Allianz Stadium in Sydney. The Roosters $2.50. The Panthers $1.54. Roosters just got home against the Bulldogs, likewise with the Panthers. But let's check the history. History says, and this was this year, the Roosters flogged the Panthers 48-4 in round 11. And then last year in round 16 of 2022, the Roosters 26 defeated the Panthers at 18. Panthers without no Cleary. I don't know. They're favourites here, but that doesn't mean nothing, right? All right, I'm going to go the Panthers. I'm going to give them a chance. So let's see what happens. This game's going to be like really close. And it could go into the wire. Like, look at the game against the Bulldogs. The Roosters didn't win it. The Roosters didn't win it until the last 5 minutes, I think it was. Because the Bulldogs started good, and then the Roosters just picked up, and it was back and forth, and So I'm going to go the Panthers 1-12. Anyway, moving on to Sunday. The only game, we have the Melbourne Storm up against the Cronulla Sharks. Well, Melbourne didn't see that coming last week. Melbourne Storm losing to the Cowboys, but any team can beat any team. Any team can beat anyone in this competition now this year. It's very close, and it's But Storm back at home against the Sharks. They're big rivals. Last year they won. The Storm won 28-6 in round 17, 2022, and in round 6, 2022, the Storm defeated the Sharks 34-18. So I'm going to go with the Storm because they'll back up again and they'll win back at home and they'll win. I reckon they'll win pretty convincingly. I reckon the Sharks were very disappointing to me last week, but even though I took the Broncos, I thought they'd come out and make a statement, and didn't happen. So I'm going to go the Storm 1-12. I'm going to keep it 1-12, but I think it'll be a big win for the Storm because they'll be really hurting after that 45-20 loss to the Cowboys. And the last game on Monday, as it's a long weekend, we have the Bulldogs up against the Parramatta Eels. Or I like to call them the Parramatta Squeals. Anyway, Bulldogs $2.75. The Eels $1.45. And this is at Accor Stadium. See, Parramatta had the bye, and then they've got a bit of drama with Dylan Brown. And the Bulldogs, well, they were unlucky not to beat the Roosters because they literally were the better team. Like, I'm sorry, but they were the better team. The Roosters just knew how to do it. Like, they had their players, and the Bulldogs were the better team, in my opinion. I'm sure everyone has their own opinion, but you got to agree. Like, the Bulldogs were the better team against the Roosters. But this one's going to be good because it's Adokar up against Sibo. So, and Adokar was in form too. Something tells me just to go to the Eels. I'm gonna go the Eels. Yeah, I'm gonna go the Eels. I'm gonna go 1-12. So yeah. Well, that just wraps it up for this week in tipping. Um, um, I hope that my tips, if you take advice, which so far I'm doing pretty good in my tipping comp. I'm coming second. There's about 20 people in there, so doing pretty good. Few other comps I'm in. About average, yeah, getting there. But yeah, so that'll do it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave in the comments who you're tipping because I'd love to know. And yeah, make sure to keep subscribing because we're on the road to 400. Soon, love to get to 500 by even 600 by the end of the season. I'm trying to get the videos out as much as I can think of doing. And I also put up my Origin vlog. Might not be as good as what everyone else is, but I'm only new to this, so new to doing vlogging. So the next one when I go to Perth, it'll be much more better. So yeah, okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.